This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys. So we are discussing time status in InfoType 7. So it is a single digit character, a fixed number of statuses we have. We have 6 statuses, guys. Okay, we cannot create a new one. We have to use them as it is. So what is the purpose of time status? Okay, in InfoType 7 for the employees. Okay, what does it determine? So these three things are determined by the time status. One is it controls the selection of employees in time evaluation. It controls selection of employees in a time evaluation. Another one, it determines which time data. Which time data means whether we need to import the clocks or only deviations or only attendances from 2002, etc. So it determines which time data imported in time evaluation. Okay. It also determines business rules applicable to the employee in time evaluation. Business rules applicable to the employee in the time evaluation. So business rules means what calculations are applicable to the employees in the time evaluation. These three things are mainly controlled by the time evaluation, time status, guys. Okay, so if you see what is common in all the 3 points is a time evaluation, right? Is a time evaluation. So if you remember, I told you 3 parts of the time management. First part, plan working time. The second part, recorded times. Third part, calculation. So time calculation is done on day-to-day basis. The time calculations are called time evaluation, guys. Okay, what does it do? It imports employee attendance data, master data and the transaction data, and perform calculations. Okay, and send the results to the payroll. Clear? Okay, so let's understand what is the time status now clearly. Time evaluation first, and then I'll explain the time status. See, we have our employee info tabs, master data info tabs. What are those? We have 4 zeros, 001, 002, 007, 008. Okay, so these are the master data info tabs which are mandatory or required for the time evaluation. Okay, now we have a transactional data, day-to-day recorded data. We have a clocks, we have a offset attendance, we have absences, we have substitutions. Okay, and we have substitutions, we have quotas, we have quota corrections, we have quota adjustments, etc. Day-to-day adjustments. So the time data is maintained in the 2000 series info tabs and the master data. So this master data and the time data, both day-to-day recorded data, is imported into time evaluation, guys. Imported into time evaluation. So this is the time evaluation here. Okay, imported into time evaluation. First, when you run the time evaluation, it selects the employees based on the time status. It selects the employees based on the time status. Okay, and then it import the master data. And then it import transaction data. 2000 series is a transaction data. This is the first point. Time evaluation. The definition of a time evaluation is a process of importing employee master data and time data, transaction data, and validate the data, check and validate the data, completeness of the data, before we start calculations. Okay, and then it perform calculations. Okay, and it generates the balances. The results are called, okay, and export the results. Export the results to cluster. And I say balances and leave accruals also. So this is the definition of a time evaluation. Is it clear, guys? Definition of the time evaluation. So now we can paste it here. Keep it here. Okay, so this is the definition of a time evaluation. Now, as I said here, all this will be calculated in the time evaluation, guys. This is the time evaluation. So it imports the data, it performs a validation, check and validate the data. Okay, check and validate the data and apply calculations on the data. Okay, generate the balances. Okay, and the accruals. Okay, and export to the results. In the last, export to the results. So then the cluster get generated. Okay, the time cluster generated is. So this will export. Okay, export the results to the cluster. A cluster is what? Database tables. Cluster is a set of database tables. Time cluster is a set of result table and also database tables. And is a set of results. Okay, so these results are used by, okay, post time evaluation activities. What are those? First, print a time statement, like a payroll payslip is the right. Similarly, we have a time statement. Print a time statement. Next, leave accruals. It generates leave accruals. What are the leave accruals? Quotas, guys. Absence
Quota
quotas.
balance.
Okay. So that employee can apply the paid absences. And these results are imported into payroll for the payroll valuation. For calculation of gross income of employee, and these results can be provided to the external services. Let's say employees are not this company employees, but we have third-party employees, for example. Okay, third-party employees also set to this company. and for them we can provide the interfaces. Okay, interfaces to external systems. External systems. Let's say payroll is not in SAP, payroll is in a different system. Okay, so we can create interfaces to the external systems. Okay, and also time reports. And also time reports executed. All these are depending on time evaluation, guys. So it is a process of importing the time employee master data, time data, and check and validate the data, perform the calculations on the data, generate the balances and leave accruals, and export the results to the cluster. So these cluster results are used in time statement and the leave accruals, quota generations, leave accruals, or we can also call it as a quota generations. Absence and attendance quota generations imported into payroll. This is very, very important point because the payroll is in SAP. We are running a payroll in SAP, right? Okay. So when you run the payroll, there is automatic integration between time and payroll. Yesterday, I have shared a video. I don't know if I have shared that to you or not. Okay, you guys go through that video also. Okay, I'll share that video also. There you will understand the integration between time and payroll. Have I forwarded that video to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go through that video also, so you will understand. Okay, so it will be now one more important point. If payroll is not in SAP, we can even generate a outbound interface file to the external or a non-SAP payroll systems. Okay. Now, you understood the definition of a time evaluation, guys? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Now coming back to time status. What is the relevancy of a time status with the time evaluation? Okay, so I mentioned these 3 points here. The other 3 points. Okay, the time status is defaulted in InfoApp 7. The time status is defaulted in InfoApp 7. InfoApp 7 using the feature TMSTA. Using the feature TMSTA. What statuses we have? Okay, and what is the meaning of each status? What statuses do we have? What is the meaning of each status? Okay, so I'll mention the table here. First, the time status 0, guys. Okay, the time status 0. So what is this? What is this? This is basically no time evaluation. Evaluation applicable to the employees. No time evaluation applicable to the employees. For them, any employee who is maintained with the time status 0, for them no time evaluation. No time evaluation. Could be two reasons. One is for those are let's say CEO, directors, okay, or general managers. For them, we do not want to perform any calculations. Okay, we don't consider late comings, late outs, overtimes, incentives, etc. For them, nothing is required. For them, nothing is required. Okay, no calculations are required. No such a calculations are required. So in such a case, okay, time status 0 is used. So employees are not selected in time evaluation. Employees are not selected in time evaluation, guys. Employees are not selected in a time evaluation. Remember that. Okay. Then that means what? No integration with the payroll. No time evaluation, no integration with the payroll. Okay, you are not sending any data to the payroll. You are not sending any data to the payroll. Who are those employees? Who are those employees? Who are those employees? Let's say, yeah, higher level. Basically, the higher level delivery managers, okay, and general managers. So anyone. So if you think we don't have such any policies applicable to the employee, overtime incentives, no calculation, etc. Okay, no OT calculation, no late coming, no early outs. Okay, in such a case, we use this. And also, if time is not in SAP, time management is not used in SAP, is in third-party time software. Third-party time softwares. There are many third-party time softwares provided by, the vendor sites. For example, Kronos is one of the leading third-party time software. So they directly, they perform a calculations in their system, directly export the results to the payroll, guys. Directly export the results to the payroll. Okay, time is in third-party software and export results to payroll in input app 2010. What about the quotas? What about the quotas? Quotas can be generated in two ways. Absence quotas can be generated in two ways. One is manual method. Another one is using a report RP TQ TA 00 guys. Using this report, quotas will be generated automatically. Yeah. Next. The next one. Time status 7. time evaluation exists is used only for quota generation. Quota generations, guys. Time quota generations. So time evaluation, in time evaluation employees are selected. Okay, and time evaluation employees are selected. Whose employees? Okay, the employees whose quotas only generated. Again, what about the payroll? Payroll may be in a third party system. Okay, and the payroll values are exported to the 2010. But why are we using time evaluation here? Okay, time is partly in third in let's say that time is partly implemented or partially implemented. Only for quotas. Okay, or those are the employees, or those are the employees to whom the time evaluation, there is no late coming, there is no early out, no clocks recorded, no late coming fines, etc. Okay, again higher level employees. Okay, so time is partially implemented in SAP. Okay, and the actual values are calculated in the balances are calculated in the third party system. Either way. Okay, third part is so either way, guys. Only quotas generation in SAP. Why we need to generate the quotas? Because we need to apply the absences. We need to calculate the remaining balances so that engagements are calculated. But what about overtime and late coming early outs, all that stuff? That may be in a third party system or may not exist. Okay, these other calculations may not be required. Let me put that in that way. The other calculations may not be required, or maybe in a third party software. So quotas, you are now generating the time quotas, right? But you can still use a manual method, you can still use a report. But basically, why are we running a time evaluation? Time evaluation generates quotas. So you can use a manual method, you can use a report, or you can use a time evaluation. Yes. So we always use a time evaluation. We don't use manual method, or we don't use RPTQTA if the time evaluation exists. That's the reason, right? So the reason for using a time evaluation here in this case for these employees, complex quota configurations can be done using a time evaluation, which cannot be done in RPTQTA 00. Okay, which cannot be done. So here, let me put the schema, guys. Schema not applicable because anyway we are not running a time evaluation. Schema TQTA. What is the schema? I'll let you know. So any question on 7? Any question on 7? Next 8. No payroll data generated. No payroll integration. Okay. Time evaluation is used for valuation of plan working times. 8 is incorrect, it should be 9. Okay, or it is evaluation of deviations only. It is evaluation of deviations only. Time status 9, guys. Okay, so this is also called what? Negative time. Negative time evaluation. Negative time evaluation, guys. So it has integration with the payroll. It generates payments for payroll. Mostly generally salaried employees. Salaried employees, generally salaried employees. It's not always. Sometimes salaried employees also have a clocks recorded, but generally salaried employees, okay, to whom such as absences, okay, substitutions, attendance on public holiday or off, okay, and or extra hours recorded by employee. Extra hours recorded by employee, guys. Okay, quotas are generated using the same 3 methods. You are using a time evaluation anyway, right? You can generate the quotas in a time evaluation. Okay, D point line. Quotas are generated in a time evaluation. However, we can also use manual method. So SAP has provided a schema for this TM04, or sometimes we can even customize TM00. So TM04 or TM00, guys. Any question on this point? Any question on this point? You are working. You joined in a company, guys. And let's say if it is not a, nowadays every company is recording the clocks and or a biometric systems or other time terminals to record your clock in and clock outs. To record your clock in and clock outs. But are these companies using those clock in and clock outs to pay you your salary? Are these companies reducing if you are late? Reducing your salary if you are late? In India, are the companies reducing the salary if you are late, guys?
No, no, sir.
And are these companies paying you if you work extra time? No, right?
No.
So the clocks are recorded for the security purpose. Sometimes just to warn the employees, but they don't use them for the payroll most of the times. If they want, they can, but most of the times they do not use the clocks to pay the employees. In what case your salary is reduced? It's only when you apply the unpaid leave the salary is reduced. If unpaid leave is not there, you are receiving a salary for the full month. Most of the companies, even if you go for a half day, right, at a 12 o'clock login, they won't consider it. Okay, but it is recorded in the time terminal. They may not use in a payroll systems. What they do, what they need is only deviations. Okay, if you are going on unpaid leave, that is a deviation. Okay, so record that. If you don't record that, payroll will not reduce your salary. So record that. Only deviation you record that, not attendance on each and every day. Okay, if you work on Saturday and Sunday, which is a day off usually, or manager asks you to come on Saturday and Sunday. So he says, okay, I'll give you a comp for overtime. Okay, that is also a deviation, right? Deviation from the work schedule rule, right? Working on day off, working on Sunday, holiday, etc. Those deviations have to be recorded. Otherwise, there is no way that system can identify whether you worked or not. Or on any given day, work schedule day, if employee works more than 8 hours, let's say you work 12 hours, that 4 hours again you need to incorporate in the system. You need to maintain in the system that 4 hours, extra hours. That's why we call it as a negative time, guys. The reason is we are not recording the clock in and clock outs. We are recording only deviations. If a deviation doesn't exist, by default day is attendance day. If a deviation doesn't exist, I mean if you don't record any deviation, okay, by default every day is the attendance day to the company. Clear? In such a case, time status 9 is used. Next, time status 1 and 2 almost same. 2 has some extra functionality, guys. Time evaluation, okay, time evaluation is used. With the actual logs. So this is also called positive time and very complex module. Also called positive time management mix. Time evaluation with the actual logs. Okay, this is also called time evaluation with the positive time, time evaluation with the actual logs. Time status 1 and 2 is used. Here, for the employees, it is for the employees whose gross salary is calculated based on actual attendance of an employee. Okay, actual attendance of an employee is. Okay, it generates payments for the payroll. Okay, what we input in the system is the in and out times. Or inputs. Okay, then the system calculates what? Time evaluation calculates everything. Late in, early lefts, unjustified, hours, Okay, late in early hours, unjustified hours, regular hours of employee, OT hours, substitution hours, everything, or shift, not substitution hours, shift allowance hours, yeah, incentives. Okay, so here the time status is, so basically hourly employees, guys. Usual for hourly employees. So what is the difference between 1 and 2? 2 has some additional concepts, like incentive wages are calculated in a 2. So where we have a time ticket uh, configurations, guys. So in this case, attendance is different. Attendance with the productivity is different. See, you have attendance, okay, and you have billable hours. Billable hours. Attendance hours are different from the billable hours you worked. Okay, normal attendance is a general attendance without any work is a loss to the company, isn't it? It's only when you record a billable hours, the company is getting a billing, okay, for your work. Clear? So attendance hours and billable hours. So this attendance is also measured in terms of productivity, okay, units wise, units and piece rate work. That's where the incentives are calculated, okay, using time status 2 ways. But otherwise, clocks management is everything same. Okay, it is everything same. Quotas are generated in this time schema. So this is positive time management, guys. Now we have a 8. This is for the time evaluation for the external services or external employees whose payroll is not in SAP. Okay, it provides the interface for third-party systems. Time management is in SAP. Payroll may not be in SAP. Okay, it provides the interface to the third-party systems, guys. So it uses only attendances. Offsite input, and it uses only 2002 for recording attendances. So time evaluation creates interface for external services. Okay, for them also, you can generate the quota. TM02 is the schema given by SAP. So this is what is time evaluation, guys. Okay. Take this table, screenshot. So when you select when you use the time status, it will identify, okay, this employee has to be selected in payroll on time evaluation or not. Okay, this employee is selected in a time evaluation or not. System will determine this ways. So we'll see more clearly when we discuss. To this screenshot, guys. Now you take it.
This conference will now be recorded.